I wasn't looking for just any art. I went out thrifting, of course, pre-love shopping, and I was looking for a canvas that could be altered and one that could work with the colors that I was working with in the space, which is in the guest bedroom. So one that could work with neutrals and it had that grounding effect. I didn't want it to be really loud. I had these tones in mind: brown, umber, soft taupes, gold, touches of black. That is what I'm working with in the space, neutrals in the space. All very earthy because I'm working with the accessories again, like the throws and the pillows that pull in that same story. I wanted that effect with the artwork. So I'm going to show you a clip. I did go out pre-love shopping. This one here actually caught my eye. I know I can't show it the way that it does look, but I'm going to put a bigger picture here so you can see it. And so what I needed, what I was looking for, was that quiet movement in the art is abstract. I didn't want anything to just steal the whole attention of the room, become that what we call that focal point thing in the space. And sometimes that is that something which is as simple as, just like with this art, adding trim. Because you see me do it. If you hadn't seen the previous video of the client space I made over, I'll add that card up there as well. You can watch that after this video. A lot of people stop right here with the raw art, hanging it just as it is. It sometimes feel a bit unfinished when you do it that way. I wasn't being extra here, but I wanted to add something, to add a layer for that effect. With the trim, that will do just that. With this piece, that gives it a sense of completion in my thought. Portion, I went to my local hardware store to see what I could find for the framing process of the art piece. I didn't want anything too fancy, just something that it can give it a clean look, clean and light, maybe a chunky frame that simply would look beautiful against the actual art. And that's the thing about design. What I noticed is that you work with what feels right for the piece. You work with what the piece is already doing. You don't need to simply just overpower it with too much, unless you simply like much. And in that case, and with that thought in mind as well, if it didn't land earlier, let me say this again. I'm not saying every canvas needs to be framed. Some people like the raw edge, and that is okay. It's okay. For me, I found that adding a simple trim, thin or thick, which this one will be a little bit chunkier, gives it a completely elevated look. It elevates the piece just a bit more. It gives it a different look, a different appeal, not just in the art, but in the entire wall itself. Basically, it gives the structure weight. It turns the canvas into a bit of a visual anchor, not so much as just a focal point, but it gives it a visual anchor, especially in rooms where accessories like what I'm going to be using in the space does, like with vases, with pillows and pillow covers that I will be adding to the space, especially in the tone. It simply gives it more presence. And these are the actual wood slats that I ended up finding. They're a basic pine wood slat, nothing special, and that's just the point here. So you're going to have to take your entire piece of art and measure it all the way around, top, side, bottom, and next side. If it's a square, then it's going to be even all the way around. Multiply it times 4. Top and bottom is usually the same. And these slats here are 1.5 inches wide by 1 1/3, depending on how you turn them. As you can see here, it's a little bit wider, and then this is the 1 3/4. And that definitely matters because my canvas itself is 1.5 inches in thickness. If you don't want it to sit flush, that is a choice. So when you're purchasing your slats, keep that in mind. The thickness should align to the art so that the frame does not sit too shallow and look like an afterthought. In other words, it will be too short for the thickness of what the actual frame is. I'll bring you in closer and show you a clip. If you want more of a standout look, you can actually go wider And what that will do is give the canvas a more recessed look, sort of like a shadow box feel, which is actually beautiful in its detail if that is the look that you are going for. What you're thinking of when you're doing this is really about the balance of the piece. For me, I didn't want to overpower the actual art and what was already working in the art. I just wanted to add to the beauty. This, a tape measure, when you are decorating and designing your spaces, this is your best friend, because sometimes items in the store do not tell the truth on what their actual size is. That's one of the reasons why I do like shopping in person rather than always online, because online can tell you one thing, but when you get it to your house, inside of your home, in your spaces, and you measure it, it doesn't add up. Maybe you can let me know in the comment section if it's ever happened to you as well. But again, this is your friend. Make it your best friend. If you are doing anything in your home, in any space, a tape measure is your friend. Keep one on hand. Just a quick tip from Chanel. I'm using a simple miter box and a miter saw to cut the trim. It doesn't take much effort, just a little time and some patience. If you have power tools, that is excellent. It works as well. So to secure the trim, I'm using my rigid brad nailer, rigid brand. It's a brad nailer. It gives a strong hold, especially since the piece has some weight to it, because I'm using a thicker wood on this project. You can use hot glue if that's what you have on hand, and if the piece is a little bit smaller, if the trim is much lighter. The piece can actually be larger, but the trim has to be lighter, because the Gorilla Glue, exceptional hold, because I've used it in other projects. Heavier wood, it's more chunkier. I need more security. So the nailer is hooked up to my Fortress brand compressor. I love this. I bought it for this specific reason, because it's compact, it's lightweight, it's quiet. It's great indoors without all of the noise. Here's all of the pieces once they are all cut. With the 45-degree angle, I do a dry fit, and then after that I go in with the rub and buff in a antique gold finish. Here's the final look of this $10 thrifted DIY framed art piece. And as always, stay inspired, motivated, and moving, creating something beautiful. If not for yourself, then definitely for someone else. Link in the description box for the pillow covers. Bye for now.